They don't hurt nobody.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Coach Tubbs, congratulations on a great season and a great championship game. We'll just let you open up for questions, and then say anything you want to say. We'll open up for questions. This is Coach Kevin Tubbs, coach of the 2017 Class 6A State Girls Champion Homewood Patriots.
Before the game, we talked, and I kind of had a great feeling before the game. You hate to be, blocking your future, but came into the locker room and it was pretty much silent. Everybody was very serious, very focused. Very, very proud of them. I'll give credit to Hazel Green. They made every shot down the stretch. But fortunately we were able to knock down our free throws and make some plays. Just very, very humble to be here.
Questions for Coach or players?
For each of the players, what makes it so, how are you guys able to just stay calm when Hazel Green comes down and hits shot after shot, but you manage to stay away from the turnovers, knock down a few free throws? What is it about this group that allows you to stay so calm?
Basically just trusting our teammates.
I would say also being in this situation before. I don't know, when we played Blunt my freshman year in the state championship, we had a lead and they cut it. I think they ended up cutting it to 3 late in the game. And we were kind of in a similar situation, so I think experience is one thing that helped us today.
I would say, trust also. And, with most of us girls being on the team for so long, we know each other, so we think we can get each other done.
Other questions?
Kevin, the pace was really to their liking. They made you guys play their game. How did you feel like you guys responded to that?
Yeah, we had talked about that before. In fact, what was the final score? 49 to 52. I think I told the girls before the game if it was in the 40s, we'd lose. So we really wanted the pace to be picked up a little bit. And they were very, very patient. They're a really well-coached team, very, very structured. The key for us was just not getting behind. I'm not sure if we were ever behind in the game. If we had got behind, I think there would have been problems with the pace. But a couple of times there, I think we were up 10 or 12 points, and they came down and held it for like a minute 20, and I was like, that's good for us. We'll take that. We're okay with that. But we knew the second half they would have to pick up the pace, and they did.
Other questions?
This is for all three of the girls, your second state championship in 3 years. Talk about, compare and contrast the feeling then versus now.
I would say it feels a lot better to be on this side of it this year than last year, but I don't know. I think just us being juniors and being experienced, especially for Shelby, our seniors, Venice, I feel like for their last high school game to get them a state championship, and just for us as a team, I think we've been through a lot together, know what it feels like to lose, know what it feels like to win, so it feels good to be back on top again.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Like Hannah said, it's just a good feeling now as opposed to last year. And so
He was also asking about the year before when y'all won, too.
Well, the year before, it was kind of a shock for me. And that's just me being a freshman and never being at that type of stage. It was a really shock to me. Now it's like we won.
Okay. What about you, Ash?
For me, it's kind of different because this was the game last year that I tore my ACL. So to come and be able to sit in here and win this year it feels like I've accomplished something. So.
Okay, other questions?
Coach, can you just speak to how this team handled the expectations of, they've already been here twice in a row, but keeping that hunger and staying one day at a time?
Yeah, I think this year it's tough on them. I'll be honest with you. I think it's been tough on everybody. Just the expectation that if you don't even get back to this game, that your whole season may be a letdown. And I don't want to put too much on. We're very happy we won, but had we lost, I think I'd still be sitting here as proud as I am of them. They held it together. You didn't see panic in their face. If you remember last year's game, there was panic toward a stretch when we couldn't score, and we held it together today. I was really, really proud of them.
Other questions?
Coach, you're going to have almost your entire team coming back. Now you are the defending 6A girls champion. A lot of expectations will be on us. How are you going to deal with that with your girls and with the outside pressures that will be coming on, expectations?
I think I'm definitely going to take a couple of weeks off right here. That's my first plan. But these girls will all be playing AAU. They'll have a chance to kind of get away from the Homewood thing a little bit and go out and play and hopefully get some more scholarships. They'll have some opportunities. But, we'll start back in the spring, do what we do. It's kind of wash, rinse, repeat with this group. Like I said, they've been here since they were freshmen, and I don't think they would let the expectations drop.
What are y'all going to do to celebrate tonight?
Party.
That's all you can do. All we can do.
Probably like go out to eat or something like that as a team.
Other questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just happy we don't have to practice tomorrow.
Amen.
Right.
Oh, well, Kevin, looking at the rosters, what do you think the chances are this will be a rematch next year in the semifinals?
Yeah, I think Hazel Green, obviously all their players are underclassmen as well. Most of their players, Coach Miller, I mean, I really can't say enough about the job he does and the respect I have for him. So I would not be surprised, but I'm pretty sure that they'll flip the regional. So my guess is we'll have to play them if we're fortunate enough to get here in the Final Four instead of the finals.
Coach, you had questions about next year already?
That's part of the job, though. That's all right.
Well, Coach, congratulations. I know
Thank you,
this
sir.
is a great
Thank you, Chief.
day for y'all, and
Yes, sir.
that's probably going to be some TV
Appreciate it.
waiting on you across the hall real quick. I know you want to get back to your team because you hadn't seen them. Just let's let them know when you have to go.
Thanks, Ron.
I don't know how you do that. Coach Miller, you're sitting here. Congratulations, Coach, on a great season. I thought it was a great championship game here. Any comments you want to make, opening comments, and then we'll open up for questions.
You got a stat sheet?
Can we borrow that one? We'll get your number. Yes, sir. Okay. So you just, when you're ready, just go ahead and make any opening statements you want to make.
Well, I mean, it's a tough loss for us. You know, the girls will tell you right behind me that we knew we're a jump shot team. You know, we have to hit jump shots in order, to be in the game, and we weren't hitting them early and got ourselves in a hole. And we finally started hitting some shots the second half. That's what the Hazel Green girls were about. We getting good stops and then scoring in transition and hitting some threes. That's how we beat some good teams this year during the season, and we just come up a little bit short today.
Questions for Coach or players?
Tim, it seemed like you guys dictated the tempo that you wanted, and you'd think that maybe they would have been out of sorts. Were they doing anything specifically defensively that caused you guys to shoot it so poorly in the first half?
No, I don't think so. That was nothing we haven't seen time and time again. And most of the time, most of the games we're hitting those shots and it gets them out of the zone. When we're not hitting shots, they stay in a 2-3 zone. For our girls to not have a girl over 5'9", we don't have a post girl, and we're having a 5'9" girl guard. They're number 33, just trying to hang on to her. Hose is having to guard Asia Wayne, which is a matchup nightmare. She hadn't had to guard anybody like that all year long. She's always been guarding a point guard or a shooting guard. Where Asia does a lot of things, but for what they did, they stayed in a 2-3 zone because we didn't shoot as well as we wanted to.
Coach, last year you guys fell short, I'm pretty sure, Sweet 16. This year you guys got all the way to state. The girls have improved so much. How much has it been of them buying in to your philosophy?
Well, we've lost the last 2 years here in the semifinals by 1 point. And they told me last year that when we lost to McGill by 1 point in the semifinals that they wanted to get back here and get in the championship game and win it. And they got back in the championship game. We just come up a little bit short. That's a testament to them. They told me that when we walked out of the media room. These two young ladies sitting beside me, Coach, we're coming back. And we're going to play for the state championship. And they did.
For any of the players, will you guys talk about the comeback that you guys made, particularly in the fourth quarter? It seemed like you guys, every big shot you needed to make down the stretch, you found a way to do it.
We know we just had to hit shots and, execute offensively and get stops defensively, and we just happened to come up short.
Y'all mention talk about that?
We just never gave up and kept fighting. We don't give up. We just came up short.
This is just what Hazel Green does, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Other questions?
Coach, just what these group of girls mean to you?
Probably they fall into other teams. But you're talking about a hard-working group. They work and work and work, and they're pleasers. They want to please the coach, and they go above and beyond what you ask of them on the court. So what they don't tell you is we had girls doing homework. What was Ray doing homework-wise? And she was so Spanish. Yesterday. It's just it's just a testament to them because they love basketball, but they love schoolwork. And as a coach, you can't help but love kids like that want to please you and want to please their teachers, want to please the school. They love playing for Hazel Green. They love playing for for each other. It's just a fun group. I love them to death.
Tim, looking at the rosters, what chances are there for being a rematch next year?
I'm going to leave that up to them. I'd love to have another opportunity. I think they would. But, I mean, that's a long journey to get there. So I'll let one of them answer that question.
We'll be back again.
We'll be back.
Did any of you girls play volleyball?
I used to.
Okay. I know y'all had great success in volleyball this year.
Yeah, our volleyball team won it.
Other questions? Well, Coach, listen, congratulations on
Thank
a
you.
great season, great season. And girls,
All right.
I do believe y'all will be back.
Thank you.